Hello, hello, everybody. Welcome back to Realnesss with three S's. I'm your host, Francis. I am here to talk about a new season of Bachelor in Paradise. This is season 9, and with me to do it is Tamika from Entertainment in Color. How are you doing today, Tamika? And how are you feeling loosely about this first new episode of this new season of Bachelor in Paradise?
I'm good. I went in very skeptical into the season, and I'm going to tell you probably one of my favorite premieres that I've since I started watching Bachelor in Paradise.
Favorite premieres. Okay.
Really?
Miss TJoy, how are you doing? And do you share Tamika's sentiments here?
Hello, ladies. I'm doing good on this Sunday. I share that I went in skeptical, but I do not share that I think it's one of the best for me. I'm still skeptical.
I mean, I enjoy Bachelor in Paradise for the campiness of it. I wish that they'd just get the casting better sometimes. I find that there's a lot of people that I would like to see on the show that don't end up coming down on the beach, and I'm like, man, do we need to see a whole season of these people? So I'm reserving my judgment here fully. I did enjoy the episode for the most part, but I don't necessarily love all the cast. Got some friends here. Hi, Taboo.
Hi, Taboo.
Hi, Sophie. Sophie says, hi, I'm surprised you're covering this and not Golden Bachelor. Well, we are collectively covering Golden Bachelor over on Tamika's channel, Entertainment in Color, on YouTube. And we did just do a recap of the Golden Bachelor. So you're not surprised because we did it. We did cover it.
Yeah.
Just not here.
You can go back and look at it.
Hi, Carly is red. And good afternoon, Sophie. Okay, so let's just get into this episode. It's, okay, do you think that it's going to go back to the normal Almost Paradise soundtrack for the opening montage? Because this time they start off with What a Feeling and doing all these flash dance inspired montage dance motifs or whatnot. So do you think that this is the new beginning, or it's like this season, or how it's going to be starting from future like this?
Did they lose the licensing?
Oh. But whose song is that? Is it somebody's song? It's not written just for the show?
I think it's somebody's song.
Hold on, What a Feeling. Also, it looks like in the Golden Bachelor they're going to play that song too, right?
Well,
so maybe it's something with that song.
Anyways, I'm watching it though. Everybody's coming out dancing, and we'll see one of the guys, he's slapping the chair and pulling the water. You can tell that not one of them has seen Flashdance. They had no idea what this movie was about. The Flashdance was they had no idea, no clue. And that's what I gathered from this opening montage, is that these people are too young to have seen or watched Flashdance, and it might have been something that their parents or their mom maybe made them watch or wanted them to watch, and they never paid attention because they didn't get the joke.
No.
Not at all. So Jesse comes onto the beach and he's wearing long pants and shoes. Why can't he be dressing for the weather?
Jesse said he gonna dress how he dressed. You gonna get this. You gonna get this whether it's the beach or the mountain. You gonna get this.
Long pants, shoes, a shirt. It's just so hot. It's Sayulita. I've been to Sayulita and it's hot there, and sweaty hot. It's not like Vegas heat. It's hot. So I'd just be you've seen some of the other seasons where Josh Murray's sweating. I wouldn't be wearing long pants. That's way too hot. We see our girl, Miss TJoy, Rachel, and she's holding a rose, and she does she's not funny. Miss TJoy, did you laugh? Did you chuckle?
No, I didn't. Am I the first bachelorette to come here and do this? He's no. She thought she was making history. He's no.
Mika, you didn't watch her season with Gabby. So how do you feel about your first introduction to Rachel?
I don't know. I like Rachel. So I thought she seemed shocked to be, wait, I'm first on the beach? And I was like, yes, so girl, what are you going to do with it? And then she proceeded to do nothing with it. And so that was the only thing. But I thought she was cute. But I know her picker's
You
not that
haven't
great.
experienced her yet,
Well,
though.
okay, speaking of her picker, so Miss TJoy, she has that little segment when she's like, "Oh, are you talking to me?" and like trying to pretend that like she's funny. And then
Right.
she's saying that she really wants to meet Brayden. Like that but she just been heartbroken twice. Like her engagement ended.
Her
Like
picker. This is
why
her
is she
picker. Her
choosing
picker.
a
Hmm.
24-year-old guy that has been part of all the drama on the previous season who is not that serious about falling in love and getting married? And what, she's 30, isn't she? Or like 29? Like,
Yeah, she's 30.
I don't know why she's trying to go and be with Brayden, just to have a storyline, or
I think,
But does she
it
know?
just goes to
Because
her picker. Her picker.
but does she know about Braden? Because like at this point, right? This
how
is
would she know to be interested in him?
right. So she's going by whatever she hears. I'm sure.
And it couldn't have been
Um,
good.
I don't know. The
Nobody.
producers, I feel like Braden. I don't know why.
I'm fine with liking Brayden because like he's entertainment. I didn't even mind him when he comes to the beach. Spoiler alert. But for her, who had the experience that she has had on the show, he would not
Mhm.
be spinning all over the place. He would not be the person that I would be wanting to put all my eggs in their basket. Like he's just seems like a
Right,
red flag for what I would be interested in if I were Rachel.
right. But if you have producers like, oh my God, there's this guy Braden. He's so unique. You're gonna really like him. He's ready to do this, this, and this. Does she know? Because
So
she couldn't have watched Charity season to know. So
Right. Right. Right.
I'm trying to think like maybe yeah, I don't know. Dabu thinks that Rachel is being positioned as the it girl. Oh man.
do you? I
The
don't think she was.
first girl on the beach is the it girl.
Yeah,
Who
but
did
that's
the
not who
Barbie?
everybody was asking about. Nobody was asking about Rachel.
Yeah, Kylie's the it girl in my eyes, but and we'll get to her.
Rachel and
Um,
them weren't a guest. They were a guest on Charity season, right? Didn't they come in? Did they come in? Didn't they come in and host the
who?
Gabby and
Oh,
Rachel
Gabby and Rachel did come on to
Charity
host.
season?
Do they host a date or they just get to see
Didn't they
people?
do the kissing challenge?
Brayden wasn't on that, I don't think.
No, he wasn't. But okay, yeah,
Carly's Red says I think they get a list of people that could be there. Okay, and maybe they just like take a look at their pictures and their Instagram, and it's like, oh, he's cute.
yeah, maybe so.
But like, I would have done some investigation. I would see that he's an Aries and I'm a Pisces, and that's just not going to be a good match. I would be like, oh, he's 24 and I'm 30. That's not going to be a
Not gonna
good
be a good
match.
match.
Like,
He
I
has
just
two dangling earrings, and so do I. It's not gonna be a good match. Okay.
exactly. I'd be going through that list, but she's going through that list like Claire does. Maybe it's just like Pisces style, but how Claire did and be like, oh, she decided who she likes, and she's just like, I'm going all in on this person, and she's gonna just get her heart broken as usual. They're not gonna be who she thinks they are. Debbie says, I hope they don't force Rachel and Avon combo next episode. You know that's coming.
I
You
mean,
know that's coming.
but
Yeah.
We'll get.
is it going to be forced? Because is there unfinished business? Did they have a
Well,
conversation?
you didn't see it. So
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying.
So basically, the last that we saw of Avon and Rachel was on After the Final Rose, when Rachel basically reamed out her final pick, and then Avon came onto the stage. He was one of her like finalists, like final 3, maybe even final 2, and he
Mhm.
asked her out on a date.
Not on
So
a
that was the
date.
last
I
time
saw that part. Yeah, and so my whole thing is what happened after that? I don't think we ever found out, right? Like,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So like there is
So they're
cause
going to
for
force it so
conversation.
we have
yeah,
closure.
so I don't think
Yeah.
it would be forced. Like, I think there might need to be a conversation because we don't know if they had unfinished business or not.
Yeah, it's forced for our benefit, but they know that they don't have their business is finished. They know it, but I'm just saying it's going to be forced so we now know that their business is finished.
Mm. So, because we heard that Rachel is interested in Braden, cut to Braden, seeing a little montage of him and like he's gonna be coming to the beach. We know. Braden's interested in Kat, Jess, or Kylie, not Rachel. So Rachel was not on his list of people that he was interested in, which I thought was interesting. Kylie was embarrassed by her Zoom breakup from Zach, and she's all in on Avon. She just wants Avon. She was posting thirst traps on Instagram, and Aiden liked or hearted
Heart,
one of them,
heart,
heart, heart, heart. And then
heart.
finally, she got a fire emoji from Avon, and she's all in.
Because this means he wants her. That fire emoji, he wants her. It's escalated. It's a fire emoji, and it's not just the heart like it. He wants her, so she's here to claim him.
I'm going to tell you why this was my favorite premiere ever. After last season, I've given up that this is like an entire journey of love. I've decided that this is drama and pettiness. And this entire episode was drama and pettiness, and I was here for a lot.
Do you know what though? Okay, so I'm just looking up now. I don't know all the everybody's signs. So Kylie is a Virgo. Okay, and then
Kylie's
Avon
a
is
Virgo. I
Kylie
thought
and Kate. Sorry.
keep going. Sorry, I thought she was a Leo. Go ahead.
I mean, this could be wrong, but it just says on Bachelor Nation wiki that she's September 14th. Where'd you see that
Ooh,
she was a
that's
Leo?
very
Not
much
that
I
I.
a
think
Virgo.
Bachelor horoscopes. So
Oh,
let
so
me go
maybe
back.
this is incorrect
Hmm.
because she would Bachelor horoscopes would have probably contacted them. Okay, well, I'll do some more investigating there. If she's a Leo, that makes more sense to how she acted this episode, in my opinion. Um, but if she's a Virgo, she would match well with Avon, who's a Scorpio. So, hmm.
Because I went back after that entire thing happened at the end of the episode. I went back, looked at her, Liv, Avon, and Will. Because
Okay,
I was like,
okay, hold on, let's find it.
that's dynamic.
I want to find it too now. So we do see then Aaron B and his piano on the beach, and in his package he does have a cute little kitty. And I was just watching a TikTok the other day that's saying like if you want to find out about like how a man really feels in relationship or
Mhm.
or how will treat you is like ask them how they feel about cats. And in a way that's like, in just throwing it in the conversation and how they respond shows you how they feel about taking care of things and so or like being responsible for things because with a dogs like man's best friend they're self-reliant, they do things on their own, well they not they do things on their own but like they need your guidance, you take them out for walks and stuff like that, but cats don't really need you, but
Mhm.
like they need to be nurtured by you. So they're just saying that it's a good indicator if they like cats for their personality in relationship. So Aaron B has a cat. Do you think Aaron B is a
Oh,
cat? How do you feel about Aaron B, Miss TJoy? And his
oh, okay.
piano on the beach.
I saw that piano on the beach. I'm like, he gonna ride that thing, that piano. Um, so Aaron B. I think he really wants to find love, and I want that for him. I didn't think it was Charity. I didn't think Charity was his person. I knew who I wanted Charity to be with. I could see their love story unfolding, and I knew her love story didn't involve him. So I was off of him with that. But I think he really does want to find a wife, and so I want that for him. If he can find it here, I'll be very supportive of that. So I wish him the best of luck.
Um, So Dabu's saying that Kylie's doing a Claire. This is what I felt too. Crazy expectations for Avon like Dale. And I just did go on to Bachelor horoscope. And so with the Bachelor cast list, she does, or they, I don't know if it's, I think it's a she, but she does have Kylie listed as a Virgo. So
Yeah, so
it's huge.
Kylie's a Virgo. Liv is a Leo. Will
Who's
is a
Liv?
Leo. Olivia. I
Oh, I love Olivia.
love Olivia. So they're Will and her are both Leos, and Avon is Scorpio.
um,
Mm.
very interesting. I
Yes,
like it. I like it.
yes.
Go
With
ahead.
Aaron B for me, I liked him in the beginning of charity season.
Yeah, the first date was great.
Yeah, the first date was great. Even his introduction, I will always side eye him with the group of people he rolls with, because
Mm.
all of them have come on the beach and none of them are actually dating anybody. So I'm just going to slightly side eye him as a.
Well, and we just talked about the Golden Bachelor, and I think that this is what is failing with these shows. They're now just going heavy on the drama and easy on the love, and I don't think it's fully working. I'm entertained. I'm gonna watch because like I'm a creature of habit and I'm obsessed with reality TV, so I'm gonna watch
Right.
everything. But the average person might get bored by this, in my opinion. Maybe the younger people are really into it, maybe. But I think they're into it because like they think that oh, I could go and be on this show too. You know what I mean? Like I don't know, like
Mhm.
I don't know, I don't know what they're doing. But I just want people like I don't want that San Diego crew in my life that much at all. So Aaron B though, his interest is in Mercedes. Which season was Mercedes from? Do you remember?
I think it has to be Zach,
Yeah, maybe it was Zach. Let's see if
because
Yeah.
I don't know her. I'm
Me
following
neither.
her, but I don't know her, so that should tell you.
Oh, you follow
Mercedes.
her? I just when he said Mercedes, I'm like, that has to be from Zach season because I do
Yeah,
not
it
know
is.
her.
It is. Yeah, and Mercedes is in Aries, just in case you're curious. So we cut to, of course, Mercedes growing up on a farm, and she wants a manly man. And then after that they cut to Sean, who I would say is not a manly man. He thinks he looks like a Ken doll, and the producers and editors are really chastising him by writing a little like a little caption. Not he does not look like a Ken doll. So he's interested in Jess. Jess was the sparkly girl that was from Zach's season that ended up leaving, but he kind of broke up with her. Like it was a little of an awkward moment. But she's a Swiftie and he's a Swiftie, and so they're meant to be.
But
Yeah.
didn't they put he's not a Swiftie?
Oh, I didn't see
They put that caption that he really is not a Swiftie.
that. Well, I didn't see that, but like hilarious.
I don't believe half the stuff that comes out of Sean's mouth.
I know.
He doesn't make sense to me. Like I don't get his vibe. You know, I don't see the type of girl that like really would fit with him, that he's attracted to, that he's interested in. Like I just don't feel that energy from him.
Not at all.
He just
Like
looks at him.
like Eliza comes down and he's like, "Oh my God, she's gorgeous," and I was like, "Boy, I don't believe
Sean.
a word.
Right.
A word."
You are all over the place.
Yeah. So of course, though, after we mentioned that Jess is a Swiftie with Sean here, cut to Jess, and she's the glitter girl now. She's branded herself, and she just wants a beautiful love story. And I support Jess because I didn't really like how Zach acted on his season personally, and I liked Jess, and she. If you didn't see this season at all, right? Neither of you.
Not at all.
So how they ended up breaking up was like in a strange way, because she just really wanted a one-on-one date because she felt that they had a really good connection, and she just wanted like a time to be one-on-one with him so she could open up, because she didn't feel comfortable with having some more personal moments in these group settings. And so they were having like a chat on like a group date, I think, and she mentioned this and they get into a fight. He's like, well, it should just be about a one-on-one. It shouldn't just be about a one-on-one. And like she's like, I know, but I want to be able to like feel like I have time to be able to open up to you. And like he was just basically getting mad at her because it seemed like all she wanted was a one-on-one, but wasn't willing to take every single moment that they had together and like use it to its fullest. And so she couldn't she couldn't get there because she felt that she needed to have more time. And so he kind of let her go, but she also kind of left at the same time. So, anyways, I was annoyed with Zach. I'm just like, obviously, you know that one-on-ones are important, and especially if this is someone that's going to be going like your hometown and they haven't had a one-on-one, like that would cause for pause there. So we see Will from Michelle's season, and he's interested in Kylie, Olivia, and Brooklyn. Brooklyn? Okay, you guys also don't know who Brooklyn is, but Brooklyn, she gets in fights with Kat on the season, Zach's season. She made it to I think final five or final four. I wasn't really particularly a fan of her. She did have a one-on-one date where a lot of emotional things came up, and so I don't remember her personal story, but she did have a moment with Zach. But I never felt that she and him were super connected, and I was surprised that she was on this season because I didn't find her that great, but I guess she has her catchphrase.
What she said, lace them up. She said,
yeah,
she said, lace them up.
Yeah, I can't remember how that all went down, but she's like, if she lace it up.
I think she's close to Charity too, because
she said that, but is that true? Have you seen?
I think so because
she already knew about the episode, like knew about the men, right?
Yeah, and also like Dalton was like that. He was there. He was going to be cheering on Brooklyn because he's close to her because she's Charity's friend. So I think that is fairly true.
So yeah, cut to Brooklyn. Lace that bitch up, reminding us of like what she said on the season. I forget the circumstances. I think it had to do with Kat, because her and Kat did have a fight where like it was going back and forth, and producers are going to her and then back to Kat, and like it was a big whole thing. But of course she doesn't want to see Kat, and she kind of mocks Kat a bit. Cut to Kat complaining. I liked Kat on Zach's season. I thought that they had a pretty decent connection. I liked the dates that they had. And like her complaining is like not that bad. Like I don't really love sand on my feet. Like that's the one thing I hate about the beach is I'm like, oh, like you have to perfectly time washing your feet and putting on your shoes and just not getting sand everywhere. So like sand's annoying.
Every crevice.
Yes. Sand's annoying.
Sand's annoying.
Kind of annoying. Yeah. Got stung by a bee last summer. That sucked. I can understand not wanting to be around a bug. But I think it's just because she doesn't like Kat, that everything Kat does annoys her. But was she looking to see Blake, or did Blake just come to the trees right after? Were you guys excited to see Blake, guys? Miss TJoy?
Oh, wow.
Just give me a moment there, Miss Tamika.
I'm going to say this, right? We know that Blake falls in love with everybody and its mother. That being said, I will always root for anybody who was on Katie's season to find love. And that's it.
Including Katie on F-Boy Island?
Anybody but Katie to find love.
Speaking of which, I am so pleased that Becca and Thomas have had their little baby, because it just like she was so nasty to that man, and that man like was genuinely looking for love. And it's just so like he seems so happy, and like the way that he speaks about Becca, like you want your person to be speaking about you. Like he would do anything for her, and the fact that she was treating him so poorly it just reminds me that I'm not a big fan of Katie at all. And I was always a fan of Thomas.
Yes, always fan of Thomas. Blake came back looking more attractive. I found him like with this short haircut. I find him and he seems to be, more muscular, abs and stuff. And I was like, oh, he came back looking. If you won't come back, this is how you come back. You
with a glow
you
up.
come back with an upgraded version of yourself. So I was like, good for him. Good for him.
Taboo has some words for you, Mika.
If Aaron wants to find love, he can find love. He doesn't want to find love, so I can't help him. I've given this man chance after chance after chance. He's been on 2 seasons. That is not my fault.
You're hoping for love for him, man. San Diego crew.
Maybe he's found it. Maybe that's why he's not on this season. Maybe he's
Not as
found
far as
it.
I've seen.
Oh, okay.
I don't think so. Not that I've seen either. So Blake is coming through the trees, and he's like in like a hokey moment. He's interested in seeing. Wait, no, he was on Claire's season, Tayshia's season, Katie's season. And I wrote bitter. Is he bitter about Katie's season? Is that why I wrote that?
I mean, he has a reason to be bitter. I mean, like she dumped him long distance. She got with somebody from her cast right afterwards, or during, or before. um, and then she acted like he was the problem,
Yeah.
and I don't think that's the case. And
Right.
so, I mean, bitter is fair.
I mean, I would be bitter, like if I experienced that season, especially because, like, yeah, like the way that it ended, it seemed like it wasn't super kind towards him. To be fair, yeah. But he's ready now. He's ready now to bring love into his life. Do you think that Blake is going to be the one that proposes at the end of the season?
Yes.
Blake, I can see Blake proposing. Depends on the girl.
Love. He falls in love with people.
Yeah.
Agreed. So
I think that's what I like about Blake. I know a lot of people don't like that, but I do like a man who will commit. Like, commit. A lot of these men come on this show and they ain't looking to commit. I will say that about Blake. He ready to commit. I'll take it.
I mean, that's true. Like, willing to take a chance, not like completely run away from love as soon as they're scorned. So yeah, it is a nice quality that he's willing to put himself out there for love. Now, is it because it's love on a TV show clout? I don't know, but he's still willing to put his hat in the ring.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, okay. So Debu says Nick Viall crawled so Blake can run 3 bachelorettes. That's true, but if he got to be the Bachelor, then I think that maybe Nick paved a way for him.
Right.
Yeah. But Tayshia's season was because Claire's kind of, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Ended.
I mean, literally, we call it Clayshia's season. So it's not. It's not really like we're saying it as if it's 2 separate seasons, but it really wasn't. It was 1 season,
Right.
and I wasn't Blake that really had to figure out if he wanted to stay in the process because he had fallen for Claire. I'm not sure what there to fall for, but he had, because to me it was very clear that she was into Dale. But I think he did then decide to continue the process. He did take the time to see if he could emotionally continue with the process.
Yeah,
so,
well, just to remind you both, though, he knew that Claire was the Bachelorette, and remember, she bought books that were going to be in support of things that she was going through. And so he was a little bit, in my opinion, calculated with his approach to his relationship with Claire. So I'm not 100% convinced that he's always honest with his falling in love. I think he might think he's falling in love or might want to be falling in love, but I don't know if he's actually falling in love and likes the idea of it more so. But we'll let him have his journey. He's not the worst of the worst. I'd rather his version of pretending to find love over some other people's.
Sure.
So Rachel, as you mentioned, is first on the beach, maybe 3 times the charm. And I'm like, why is she first on the beach? Like, A, nobody wants you. And B, like, you don't really have that great of a personality. I'm sorry, Rachel. Gabby carried your double season, in my opinion.
Yeah, she did.
Gabby is otherwise disposed. She found love.
Yeah, she did find love. Now, that's also an interesting new addition that she's involved with.
A woman, right?
A born woman. Don't know if they're trans or non-binary. I'm not sure, but yeah, I thought that was interesting that she completely is over the bed right
Yeah, I
now
didn't see
and
that coming. Yeah.
did not see that coming either. But love is love, I guess.
Love is love.
Aaron B is next on the beach, which I thought was also an interesting choice because Aaron B and Rachel, I would never put those two together as
Two
a
dull
potential
personalities.
love
They
connection.
cannot carry the show.
But that's what
No.
I'm saying. Like, even was it last season? Last season it was what, Serene and who else? Oh, Michael.
Who's
Hey,
Michael?
Dad Michael, I think.
Oh God.
They were first on the beach last season, and it was just like,
But Serene was supposed to kind of carry the season because they were waiting for her to. So whoever Rachel is vying for
really
is
waiting
probably
for.
who they want to be the it couple, right?
Right, right,
And then same with Aaron B, I guess, or
yeah,
because Michael they wanted him to be the it guy.
Yeah.
right,
So oh Lord, I mean
yeah.
it's
And the
interesting.
season before it was Joe and shit, I don't even remember.
I don't remember either. But Joe, look at that.
Yeah.
Also, they wanted him to be the it person.
Mhm.
I don't know who the girl was though. Who was
I
the
don't
girl?
remember who the girl was. Bachelor Data has it. Let me look.
So Aaron B does say that paradise rhymes with twice. And I'm thinking in my head, it also rhymes with thrice because she's been on the show 3 times, Aaron. 3 times, not 2. Clearly hasn't seen either of her seasons. Brooklyn is onto the beach next. In all of her ITM, she keeps on losing her earring.
Abigail.
I know.
Abigail, they
I
wanted
felt
to be
her
the it girl.
pain because that happened to me the other day. I was talking, and all of a sudden I just see my earring drop. I'm like, where, how did that happen?
Well, it's probably because she's moving her head too much. She's Brooklyn. So we do learn that Charity is her very best friend. So, and you're kind of confirming that Dotton was saying that he's rooting for Brooklyn because they are good friends. So that is true. Apparently, I'm just not a fan of Brooklyn, and I'm a fan of Charity. So I guess that's why I'm like, why are they friends? But they had a shared experience together. So what can I say? Cat. Which season was Cat from? Blonde Cat. Cat with a C. Is probably Clayton.
Maybe Clayton's. I didn't watch Clayton and I didn't watch Zach, so it could be either of those.
I watched, but I just don't remember. I remember her, but I don't remember which season. So Jesse makes her do all these silly faces, and I'm like, okay, do we think that Cat is going to find love on this beach?
Was Brayden into her?
I don't think so.
No, didn't know.
I just feel as though she's on it just for the facial expressions and like she's kind of quirky and like a little wacky.
Mm-hmm.
I thought Brayden
because I was saying I thought Brayden said her name, and so my whole thing
No, it's the other
is
cat.
I can see that.
It's the other cat.
Oh, okay. That was why
Cat
I was
with a K.
confused.
The cat that Brooklyn doesn't like.
Got it. Okay, the other cat.
So we see Sean shows up at the beach wearing a damn sweater. Like, get out of here! Why are you wearing like a wool sweater on the beach? But Rachel sees him and has interest. What? Like, that's who you're interested in, Rachel? Come on. Come on. Will comes down and Will meets Aaron and Sean, and they learn that he's the jacket guy from, was it Michelle's season?
Michelle's season, yeah.
And with Peter, the Pizza Peter. Now, I don't know if it's just because I'm not seeing them together, but I really think that Will reminds me a lot of Austin. Do you agree, Mika?
Charity's Austin?
No, Austin with Chelsea.
I mean, Chelsea's Austin. Not to me, because to me, Will is is more Hispanic looking and
That's
Austin
true.
is more black looking.
Hmm.
And so maybe not to me. I don't see it.
I remember when I first saw whoever came first, I was like, I remember thinking they remind me of the other person. And so now being on
Mm,
the show, like his personality is not the same to Austin, but I just feel like they have like a similar face shape.
mm,
Similar. Anyways, I think that Austin to me is more handsome, but they're both handsome men for sure.
yeah.
So both Aaron and Will are into Kylie. This is where we're starting hearing Kylie, 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 Kylie.
I
Yeah.
hate. The reason why I hate this is because then when other women come down to the beach, I feel like it's, well, we couldn't get Kylie, so like I don't like that at all. Not the way that they were doing this. Like it all had to be about Kylie. Like I didn't like it at all.
Uh, well, yeah. I don't like that they're not open-minded to other people. They have
Yeah.
their eyes set
Right.
on certain people, and I mean, I think it's because it's going to cause the drama that they know that they need to stay in the game, but then like if they're hoping that someone comes onto the beach, they have to pick a partner, and then they're going to have to like break up with that person. So I think the producers kind of push it this way
Yes,
so
I
that
think so
the
too.
drama is going to come later. Especially like, oh, many people like Kylie. Well, who's Kylie going to pick? And like they have to be kind of vocal with who they're interested in. So
Hmm.
I think it's the producers. Have a bone with them. Who
Me
can pick?
too.
We do see Kylie coming to the beach, and she is hoping to see Avon. And so, like, Avon is a very, very attractive man.
He's attractive.
Very good looking.
And he
And
seems very sweet as well.
100%.
Yes.
I understand everybody being into Avon. But, like, settle down. Like, I don't know. It's so Claire. I've just been traumatized with Claire and Dale that like whenever I see someone just all in on somebody like this, I'm like, oh God. Oh, this is gonna be something that I don't want to experience. So Kylie is the hot commodity. Everybody's into her. When Kylie comes to the beach, she talks to Aaron about being from San Diego, and he's a realtor. And did you see any chemistry in this combo?
No.
Absolutely.
Yeah, me neither. Will and Kylie have a conversation, and they talk about their turn-ons, non-sexual, being family-oriented, and they both agree on this. Like family, I mean, great. Family is great, but I also didn't see a vibe here.
Not a drop. Not a drop.
But Kylie thinks both of these men are hot, so there's that. Then Braden arrives, and he's also interested in Kylie. I'm like, no, I think the producers only put Kylie's name as somebody to be interested in because, like,
Yeah, it
I think
didn't
she's
seem
very
like he would
pretty.
be interested in her. That
Yeah,
that didn't. It didn't seem like he would be. So when he
Brayden,
said her
yeah.
name, yeah, I was like, oh, okay.
She's not to me his type, but
Yeah.
I don't really know him that well. Sean, of course, does not want to see Brayden, and then, of course, Brayden comes down onto the beach. Like the
Right.
producers are just so
Predictable. It's like as soon as you hear somebody talk about somebody, we know that person's gonna come.
So Brayden pulls Kylie for a chat and talks about the fact that he was in a lot of drama and she doesn't like drama. She stays away from the drama. The people that say that are always in the drama, and she was in drama on her season. So I don't trust. Well, and we see what happens in the rest of the episode. That someone that doesn't want to be in drama, she's gonna be in drama. Aaron B is annoyed though that Brayden comes down onto the beach, pulls Kylie without asking everybody else like who they're interested in, who they want to talk to. Why does he need to do that? It's been like an hour.
He just doesn't like him. So whatever he does, again, is going to irritate him.
It's been an hour. Like, you're new to the beach. Go pick someone that you want to talk to. Like, Brayden does bring up Aaron B and not getting along with him, and Kylie's like, oh, he's here. I'm just like, oh boy. So this is the same. Do you think that like Aaron Clancy's gonna come down on this beach as well this season?
I hope not.
We'll see if the San Diego crew. But wait, but Braden is also from San Diego, right? So Braden and Aaron B are from San Diego, but they're
Yes.
not friends?
Yes.
Or are they both friends with like Aaron Clancy and crew, but like they're not friends together?
I thought that they just weren't friends. I
I
didn't think that I didn't think that Braden hung with them. I don't
Yeah,
know.
I don't think Braden knew them, but I think that after this him getting on the show, they embraced him.
Okay. We see Braden talking to Rachel, and I wrote down a weird cat. So I don't know if it's a cat with a C or cat with a K. I think it's cat with a C. Then Eliza comes down. Eliza looks so pretty.
Yes.
Her Paradise makeup glow up looked good. Like her face looked like stunning. And she just wants it straight and narrow, no love triangles. If you remember
I
last
bet she
time,
does it. I bet she does
And
it.
there
it was
will be a
Rodney.
love triangle.
And then she was like, then Justin came into the picture, and then it was like back and forth, Justin and Rodney, and then she lost them both basically.
Yeah.
So
Did y'all see
hopefully,
Rodney's girlfriend? She's very cute.
I did see it, but I don't remember what she looks like right now.
I think she's black. She's like petite compared to him. Very cute. I like her.
How did they meet? Do you remember?
They met in a bar.
Oh, okay.
Oh wow.
They have video of their, like, literally they met and then they were singing to each other, and they have video of it. It's very cute. Very, very
No
cute.
karaoke?
No, they were just standing there singing at each other. I love it.
it.
Oh, do you know? I'm thinking of. I don't know who Rodney's girlfriend is. I'm thinking of Andrew, who just got a new girlfriend. Correct?
Oh yes, Andrew's girlfriend. She's a model. I think she's from Chicago, so he must have met her around. But she's younger than him. Which people seem to have a problem with, which I don't get. I don't understand.
Jabu, the producers love stale tea. Like, if there's a stale storyline, they are going to revitalize it.
Mm-hmm.
It's so
Like,
stale. So Rachel runs to meet Eliza when she gets to the beach. We next see Greer, Mercedes, Realnesss, and Peter showing up on the beach. So it's Pilot Pete, the second one, who had like a weird showing on the Men Tell All where everybody was like F Pete. So how did he end up getting onto Paradise? Because he was episode 1?
Yeah. It was weird because he was eliminated episode 1, and then they had that whole weird ass thing that happened between him and the men from Charity Season on the Men Tell All. And I'm guessing that it was the reason why they even put it out is because he was going to be on Paradise, because I don't understand otherwise why we care and why, like, so now he's on Paradise, and I'm just like, there's still no impression. I felt like
he's boring.
But they feel like at least now we know his name. We didn't even know him before, so I guess trying to get him out there.
So we get a vibe counter. He's the vibes. These are vibes. This is vibes. Yeah. So only 11 though. That wasn't that many. I thought it was gonna be like a lot more for them to have a counter. Didn't you?
I mean that's the time we're on, guys. Vibes. Vibes gotta be
vibes.
Right.
So Kat with a K arrives, and obviously Brooklyn is not happy that she's there. I'm just like, it's another stale storyline. Like, come on, let's get something new here. But nope, we're gonna have another season of these two not liking each other.
Of course.
Aaron B talks to Eliza. I mean, Eliza's very smiley and kind of googly eyes, and so I could see anybody that she talks to kind of falling for her. So
yeah, and she's so pretty.
She's so pretty, and just looks so lovely that I'm sure that Aaron B was feeling a vibe with her. Yeah. I think that she would be more his speed than Kylie personally. I see him more with her than with Kylie.
Yes.
And
Like
they're both
Heidi.
Tauruses.
Oh, Aaron's a Taurus.
Oh,
I thought he was a
A
Virgo.
Virgo? No, he's a
no,
Taurus.
no,
She's a Taurus. So,
he's a Taurus.
That's good. Taurus, Taurus.
hmm
Um,
Sometimes.
sometimes,
okay.
in my experience, yes and no, because I was married to one for a very long time, but we ain't married no more.
Right. But I don't think Taurus and Taurus would be good together because they're gonna both love like food and they're gonna love luxury and they're gonna
Uh-huh.
love cuddling and
Yes,
they're just gonna love staying at home together.
yes,
So like I just feel like it's very easy for Taurus and Taurus to get together because like a lot of the things that you want to enjoy in life, they enjoy the same things, and I
Right.
think they're
and
compatible in that way.
until
So
that
yeah,
bull starts butting heads.
a fight maybe, but then they'll kiss and make up. For Tamika saying PTSD.
Tamika's like, yeah, until that final time you don't make up.
So we see Sam, and we don't really remember who Sam is, but so she was on Clayton's season. She came in on the bubble bath,
hmm
and she left because I can't, if I remember correctly, because she's like, I don't like this guy. I'm out of here. Like he's boring or something like that. So I think that's how
Which
it
is a
happened.
true statement. It was a true statement.
Yeah, it was either her or another girl, but I just remember she didn't make it past first episode. I don't think she made it to the rose ceremony.
Yeah, that's what Jesse said. I think to her that Joe, I need you to promise me you're going to stay because the last time you didn't even stay to the rose ceremony. She said, I'm going to stay.
Yeah. Okay. And is that she was trying to get herself together, and then she was acting like he was like, "You're gonna go down there, right? You're gonna go. You gotta go down there. You gotta go down there."
And then like I'm worried
She was
about
like
her
breaking out in a
though.
rash. This one, right? Like she was breaking
Yeah,
out. She said
rash.
she was
But
breaking
then
out
we
in a
also
rash.
know at the end of the episode that the preview still shows her with the doctor that she hasn't been able to have any movements for 9
A poop,
days.
a poop baby.
And then they have to show that turtle.
When they showed that turtle coming out, my mouth was like, I was like, no, they know they wrong.
Tamika, how do you feel about the turtle?
I need them to like this entire storyline. They could have kept it in my. I don't need visuals. I don't need reenactments. I don't even need the conversation between her and the doctor. All she could have came out and said, "Yeah, the doctor explained to me what my issue is, and we could have kept it moving. We don't need that."
No, they have to tell us. Yeah, poop.
Uh,
Poop baby. That poop baby.
Ew. So Kylie is anticipating Avon. And then Olivia arrives, and Will is really happy. And I didn't remember who Olivia was, but she has a little conversation with Will, and they were kind of flirting and being silly. And she's like asking him to suck her toes. And so they go out to the water, and he carries her back so her toes weren't sandy, so that they kiss. And like I thought that they were like cute. Like I was like, I like these two together. Let's like.
It was a vibe, right?
Like,
It was
good.
a vibe.
I was like,
I
cute.
liked them together. I
Me
thought
too.
there was sexual chemistry. I
Me
thought
too.
it was cute. I'm annoyed at Will. I'm gonna tell you the truth.
Oh, we're gonna get to Will. Yeah, go on.
But yeah, no, and so I again, she was one of those women that I followed because I did follow a lot of the POCs from Clayton and Zach season, even though I did not watch either season, just for
Mhm.
support. But of course, I didn't know her personality. I'm going to tell you after this episode. I commented to her on one of her posts. I said, "You are now one of my new favorite Bachelor Nation people." I love Olivia, love her.
Well, and like
Yeah.
Olivia and Will are both Leos, and so
Yes.
like they're gonna yeah, they're gonna fight for center attention a little bit, but like they're gonna get along to a certain
Yes.
extent. Like Fire and Fire work together at times, and so I think that's why they both were like they were in on this whole toe sucking thing, because it was just like fun, and like they were just being extroverted and like having a good time together. And so I was like, wow, this is a great pairing. I like seeing them together. This is a good start. I was like, this is a good start. I like this.
Yeah. Talk about vibes. Period.
Vibes.
That was it.
Vibe number 12. So Jess arrives, and Sean is happy because, you know, she's just so pretty and she's a Swiftie, and they talk for a moment. Or no, she notices him and he has very blue eyes. I'm not a blue-eyed fan personally. Like, I love dark brown eyes. They're so like, to me, you just like get pulled in. But maybe I've never dated anybody with like really light eyes. Have I? Maybe when I was really young. But they're commenting on his eyes. Do you think you'd be drawn in by Sean's eyes?
No. Nothing Sean does draws me in.
Not even his hair routine?
No.
His skin routine?
No, nothing.
Blake arrives to the beach and he is nervous, and Jess thinks he's really hot and she's almost starstruck.
See, now Blake's eyes. I like Blake's eyes.
Yeah. Blake's eyes are more striking for sure.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They're more striking to me.
Yeah, I would be more drawn to, but it's because he has dark hair, and I think it just they stand out a little bit more, maybe.
Yeah, I think so too.
So everybody thinks Blake is hot. So Blake is a hot commodity on this beach. And we see Olivia and Rachel talking about how Will was sucking on her, wants to suck her toes and all this stuff. And like, I was like, I love Olivia. Like she's just fun.
I like a good toe sucking. Yeah, come on.
And Rachel's like, well, I've never had my toes sucked, but maybe like I would. Like, I don't know what that's like, but like. And I know you guys are both against it, if I remember correctly, but it actually feels better than you think.
No, I love toe sucking.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Yes. It's Tamika. Remember, it's Tamika that doesn't like it.
I'm like, listen, I'm not, like, if you want to suck my toes, fine. I am not reciprocating on so there's a lot of stuff. If you want to do it, fine. I am not necessarily going to reciprocate.
Okay. I'm not sucking your toes, but you can suck my toes. Okay, that's the type of energy you want. I get it. Yeah. I don't suck toes, but I get my toes sucked. I've never had a man ask me to suck his toes. I just kind of get men who like to suck my toes. So.
To suck or not to suck?
That is the question.
And that's what I've always said also about being a lesbian. I'm like, listen, I get it. Like, I'm sure it's enjoyable, and you know, I would be a pillow princess because I'm not necessarily reciprocating in any of those actions. So that's just so I understand it. I'm not hating on it. I'm not saying there's a problem with it. It's just not my thing.
Fair. So Jesse calls everybody over to have his little speech and talk about how love can be found, and it has happened here on this beach before, and he believes that there's love in this room, blah, 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 blah. But we are learning the rules are if you either find love or you're going home.
Move off the beach.
And then this is what I think, like Mika's probably least favorite part of this episode was learning that there are 7 guys and 11 women. Meaning that 4 women are going home, and the men will be giving out the roses first.
You absolutely knew that was the that's the only part that pissed me off the entire. It's like, why are the men
there was like 4 women already.
It's stupid. Like it's none of the men are a catch. Not none, but like most of the men aren't really a catch, and like I feel like the women want the relationship more than the guy does. Right. And so the 4 women that go home really don't get a chance.
Right.
It's like, and we did see a bunch of women just sitting there talking to another woman because they're just like, yeah, so none of these guys, none of that. Not
Why
interested.
can't they start with even men and women in the
That's what I
beginning?
don't understand.
This
I
is
don't
what I
understand.
do
Or at
not
least
understand.
just one less, or just one less, but four? Come
Like
on.
Love Island. Like, why can't it start like that? You don't necessarily
Even a
have
couple
to
of
pair
bombshells.
up.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it just be even and let you choose each other, or like Miss T said, like one or two short, so that it like makes sense, because then people get more of a chance. But it's like, no, it's because they want to like save it so that the commodities come down on the beach later on. But the people that they wanted to see are already been gone. Or you
Gone
have
or
to
they're
send out extra roses to keep them there until they come, a la Michael A.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah,
Telling
Naboo,
me.
Cat, and Brooklyn are definitely gone. They're just kind of there. Agreed. Like, I mean, Brooklyn's had her moment already with not liking Cat. So I don't know if we're gonna get any more of that. Who cares? Um, but Cat, neither of them seem to have anybody that they're interested in. So what's gonna happen? They're going home. We see the boys chatting, the girls chatting. In the girls' chat, they're talking about Brayden and like how some of them like his earrings, some of them don't like his earrings. Kylie now.
You know who didn't like it? Kylie.
Kylie did not like his earrings.
Nope.
But then we hear like Kylie, oh, I like Will. And then Olivia does say that she did kiss Will. And I think it's a bit of girl code. Like, I know they're not necessarily friends. Are they from the same season? They are, though. Right?
I
Oh,
don't
Kylie
no.
know.
got sent home
Dabu,
via
sorry,
Zoom,
Dabu's
right?
calling you out again, Tamika.
Again, I gave this man a chance. Anybody who's watched this long enough knows that I was a big Michael A fan.
Yes.
I was
Yep.
here.
It wouldn't. Chantel wasn't, but I was. I couldn't wait to
I
watch
liked
him.
him in the
I wanted
beginning.
him to
I
be
liked him.
Bachelor.
Oh my god, I never
I
shared that
liked him
love
in the
with you.
beginning. Yep.
He has disappointed me to no end.
I
I will
can
never
feel it.
forgive him.
How he did Sierra,
Did I have
it's
to give you an
like
I
you
told you
can't come
so?
back from it. You can't come back from it. You can't come
No,
back from
I will definitely give you that, Chantel. You were absolutely right about that man. You were absolutely right about that man.
Sorry. Thank you. We'll clip that, please.
Chantel was right about Michael A, and she was right about Thomas.
About who?
Thomas.
Thomas.
Oh.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
So Kylie and some girls confront Will because Kylie wants to have all the guys be interested in her. And so the fact that Will had a moment with Olivia doesn't sit well with Kylie, even though Kylie is obsessed with Avon. And I think she's only annoyed that her second option or or fourth option isn't into her anymore. And now learning that there's only a few roses to go around and no Avon on the beach, she needs to hook a man quick. So I felt it was pretty obvious that she had this new interest in Will. A, because Olivia had something with them,
Hmm.
and B, because Ava didn't get on the beach and she needs a rose.
Right.
So I felt it was pretty obvious that she was targeting him because of this situation.
Obvious to
I
you,
agree.
me, the audience, and Olivia, but not obvious to Will, idiot.
Oh dear. Will's ding dong. So Greer has a date card and it says, guess who gets the date, guys? Guess who gets the date to pick?
Kylie?
Kylie! Oh my
The
god,
it
surprise,
girl.
surprise. Surprise, surprise. Kylie, choose your first spark and set your love ablaze. Now, who do you think that Kylie is going to choose for this date? Miss TJoy?
Will?
Will, yes! Miss TJoy, you got it correct. How did you know? How did you know?
It was such a just a guess.
Now, before before she chooses Will, like, I don't know why she didn't at least have like a conversation with everybody, or maybe she did, they didn't show us, but she does speak to Mercedes, and she was just saying that her short list is Will, Braden, and Blake. And if those are her short list, why is she choosing Will?
Yeah. Will. It was like it was so
Because I
gross.
gotta draw him back in. He's gotten
Yeah,
out. I gotta
it was
bring him back in.
so gross because it felt like, well, I don't want to compete for Blake, um, and Braden, and I don't think she really likes Braden at all. But I don't think she wanted to compete for those men, so she was just like,
Let's go after the other black girl.
yeah. So yeah, I'm just gonna go for Will, and because I know he really likes me, and so yeah, it was gross. Oh,
Yeah,
she absolutely. I love that girl. She clocked her good. She clocked her good.
Yep, using Will for Rose until Avon arrives. He's too dumb. Like, that's 100% what was going on. Like, there was no smoke and mirrors about it. I was like, ooh. Like, well, we'll get to how I was feeling when things go down. So, yes, Kylie does choose Will for the date, and Olivia is annoyed that she did just have what we thought was a chat that had charisma, and there was vibes, and they kissed, and they were joking around, and then he didn't even say anything to her before they went on a date, and I was like,
exactly.
Will, this is your dick talking.
Yes.
You're not your heart or your head. Like, it's so. He was like, oh my God, I have a chance with a girl that he finds to be really hot. So I'm going to put aside a girl that I'm actually attracted to, that I could potentially be in a relationship with, but I want to go with the it girl that I want to bang. And it's just so young guy.
And you can do that, but you can't even have a conversation. Like, not saying you can't go after her and go on a date, but you can't even have a conversation with me and tell me. Like, that's all I'm saying. It's like, where's the respect?
It was so short-sighted. It was so short-sighted. You could do that if you're the Bachelor, right? Because you could come back around. But when you are on the beaches of paradise, you have that conversation, especially when you made a connection, because you do not have any security at this point. And yes, you might have the rose this week, Will.
But them tables turn.
So they all go and see Wells, and I'm like, I don't need Wells on the show, but you know, he gives advice, I guess, and makes the best margarita, apparently. Olivia starts complaining to the girls, and like, I like the way she complains because she's at least funny. You know what I mean? Like, she's a bit over the top and like quite loud, but like, I just like, you're right. Go on.
Like nothing she said was wrong. Like her feelings were valid, and she was funny as hell with what she was saying. To be fair, and then like later on, she gets petty, and I I'm a Taurus, so I like a little petty sometimes. Like
a little bit petty,
just a little bit
of petty. So Kylie does come back to the bar before the date, and Will arrives also, and they leave to go on their date, still with no words spoken to Olivia. Do you know what I have to say though with the beginning of that date? So they have one of the that floating table in the middle of some water.
Yes.
Karma came for this man quick.
Yes.
Quick.
Yes.
Quick. He's like, you're going to disrespect that woman like this for a woman that you're trying to impress that you think is out of your league? We're going to have you fall in the water to embarrass your Leo self. Yes. So you can be a drenched lion. You're a wet lion.
So embarrassed.
First it was your jacket, and now it's you.
I will say this about Will, and I'm going to give him this. I was skeptical on Michelle's season whether he truly liked women of color, but I mean black women. But based on what it seems like, they are his type. I will give him that.
Ambiguous ethnicity, black. Maybe.
I
right?
I was concerned because
Right. Yes. But
some of the
yeah, at least
conversations he had with Michelle, I was like, are you really like okay?
well, he has PTSD from this water, and I was, you know how happy I was that his ego just got just bruised big time from this moment, because I'm like, you were so rude to Olivia, and she did not deserve how you just walked away with this other
Right.
woman, and the disrespect came back to show you like how to be
Exactly.
embarrassed. And yeah, I was very happy when that happened, and he couldn't even shake it. And if it
He
was
was
anybody else,
so
like if that
embarrassed.
happened, if it was Olivia, like it would have become a joke, and like she's like, "I'll get wet
Yeah.
too." Like she would not, like she would have. It would have become a
Yeah.
fun moment, and instead, it was just like him being like embarrassed, like he's so
Uncomfortable
wet.
for the rest of the date. Yeah,
And
like
Kylie
it,
was looking at him
and it
like,
wasn't on Kylie. Kylie did, I think, genuinely try to like it's fine.
okay.
You tried to be a gentleman and blah, blah, but there is no connect. Like, do you understand what I'm saying? Like it felt like it happened to somebody that you put up on a pedestal and you're down here, so you just were there just was an embarrassment. Whereas I feel like if it was Olivia, they would have, not to say that, like, I just feel like they would have had equal footing in their connection, that it wouldn't have felt as embarrassing at all.
Well, we will cut to Braden talking to Wells about he wants to be chosen and he wishes he was chosen for this date. And then we see Kat and Braden finally have a little bit of conversation, and they talk favorite colors, and her favorite color is beige. Oh man, she's such a beige girl. She's so
Beige.
beige. My favorite color
Beige.
is not beige. I don't even know if I own anything. Well, no, I own like 2 beige things in my closet. But she likes his dangly earrings, and they kiss. They see, like, they also have a bit of a vibe. Like,
It's
they're
about.
both a little weird, a little
Mm-hmm.
kooky. Braden's an Aries. What is Kat? Is she a Leo?
I don't know which cat it is. Hold on.
Kat with a K. She's from Zach's season, right? Yeah, because
That
she's
season? Okay.
she's a final 3. But where is she? Oh, there. Oh, she's
Cat.
Gemini. So Gemini and Aries, that works. That
Mm-hmm.
works.
My parents.
Oh, really?
Uh-huh.
Cute. Cute, cute. Okay, so Debu's saying, I like it, Olivia, but come on now. This is Genevieve behavior. It's been day 1. I mean, we're also making a TV show here. She's being a little
Yeah.
bit extra, but I didn't
Yeah.
mind it.
I don't
Um,
know. You're trying to suck my toes and you're kissing me. Like, come on.
I
And also the desperation of like needing to find a rose now, like that would also suck.
Yeah.
yeah.
Not
I
toes.
felt like the conversation came off different than I remember Genevieve and who was it? Justin's conversation came
Yeah.
came off like, I feel like with Olivia it was more of like, okay, I just feel disrespected. Just an FYI. And
Mm-hmm.
we went here, and so to me, I felt we had just a little. I know it's day 1. I just felt like there was a little more that you could have given me. Whereas with Genevieve, it was just like, "How dare you?" And I was like, "What do
How
you
dare
mean?
you
How
go on
dare
a
You know,
date
I
with
don't
somebody
care for no
else
Genevieve.
when
Right,
we
You know,
have
I'm
nothing
from there,
established?
so.
right." So I don't.
So Rachel pulls Sean for a moment, and they're both glad each other are there, and they kiss. And Blake and Jess seem to be coupling up, and Aaroness and Sam seem to be coupling up, and Kat and Braden, and Mercedes and Aaron. So everybody's coupled up on this beach for the most part, except for, I guess, other Kat, Brooklyn, and I guess 2 other people that I can't think of right now.
Rachel, did you
And
Oh,
say
Rachel.
Rachel?
Olivia.
No, Rachel's with Sean. Oh,
Rachel's with
Olivia.
Olivia, obviously, and then there's one
Olivia.
more person that I don't remember is on the beach. Greer.
Greer. Okay.
So Olivia does get some advice from Wells, and Wells is kind of calling it correct. Like, you guys had a moment, and he went on a date without even saying anything to you, and so I can understand her being upset because I think she felt something,
Right.
and he he just left without even
Right.
acknowledging her
Mhm.
existence. And so I can understand. I'd be pretty pissed, even if it was day one. I'd be like,
Yeah.
well, f off. Like, why are you? I get it. You got chosen for it to be a date, but like, you could have said something to me because it seemed like we had something.
Yeah.
Kylie asks about Olivia, and this is to Will, and Will says that he feels his strongest connection is with her, Kylie. Talk about his parents having a 35-year relationship. We see fire dancers in the water, and they kiss. How was the passion in this kiss?
It wasn't.
I was
And
just so over this entire. I was like, there's nothing here. She just wants a rose, and he is falling for it, and he looks stupid, and that was annoying. It literally was.
yeah, it was annoying. So the next morning, Aaron doesn't think that Will handled it like a man. And so, like, even the guys are kind of like, you didn't really do
Mm,
this in the best
Right.
way. So,
mm.
if they don't have the guys on your side, then something must have been a little bit off.
Right, which most of these guys aren't from Michelle's season, so they have like a little less loyalty
Hmm.
to someone like a Will, where they're going to say the truth,
Right.
like
Kylie then.
outside of
Mhm.
saying it to his face.
Exactly. Well, so they're going to be honest. Exactly. And so Kylie shows up in the morning and doesn't say anything to Olivia, but Will then does pull Olivia for a chat. And he's like, "How you doing?" "I'm fine." "How you doing?" "I'm fine." "I'm fine." I said I'm fine. Like, did you hear me? I said I'm fine.
Fine.
I'm fine. She's not fine. And so all I wrote was, he is going to get dumped when Avon shows up.
Yeah.
And then Olivia says that you're just a placeholder for her rose. And I was like, see, she at least knows what's going on here, Will. Like, as soon as Avon shows up, you are going to be chopped liver and you're going to have nobody. And you're going to come with your tail between your legs, Olivia. You watch. So Will tells, so they didn't really come to any sort of any agreement. He doesn't seem to understand why she's upset. I think that if he listens and believes her, then he looks like a chump and like
Mm-hmm.
looks like a loser. So I don't think he wants to look any more pathetic. And
Mm-hmm.
so
And he
I,
thinks that she's bitter. He thinks like she's just bitter. She's just mad because I went on a date with Kylie. He doesn't really feel like what she's saying is factual.
I don't think he wants to, because if he
He
just listens
doesn't.
to what she said, those are facts.
Yeah, like
But
all of the
also,
statements.
Kylie hasn't mentioned Avon to him either, right?
Why
So
would
that
she?
he doesn't know.
Yeah,
Yeah, she
but
knows.
this was my thing. I just didn't like his tone with her at all. Um, I just feel like he like, even if you feel like you have nothing that you haven't, she should not have any expectations from you. There's still a way to speak to a person
Yeah, she was
with a
rude.
little more respect. And
Yeah.
I feel like what he did was cut off a connection at its knees in going all in on Kylie after day two. So, how much better are you from what you're saying to Olivia from what you're doing with Kylie? Regardless if you know
Right.
Avon is an Avon at all, like you don't know that he's a situation, fine. But you are not any better than what you were trying to portray Olivia as, that you, like you're this is it. This is your connection. That's it. And you just screwed yourself going into the future. Sorry for you.
Yeah, I
Exactly.
definitely thought like his tone was like, it was rude, and it was like, why are you trying to make her feel like she's crazy for having a little bit of thinking that she has a connection with her? It was gaslighty, just saying, just saying.
Mhm.
Um, and then he goes and talks to Kylie and explains his conversation with Olivia, and he feels so giddy, and nothing can ruin this. Cut to, and then I wrote, obviously Avon comes down the stairs right
Right.
after,
Yeah,
and Olivia can't wait.
yeah,
Yes.
Wait till
yeah.
he shows up.
She,
I
eh,
can't wait till he shows up.
she said it. She like, it's so funny how she was just like talking for the audience, because she was just like, she's only here for Avon. and that's the only person she's really here. She's just using him for a rose for Avon, and Avon's going to come right down soon, and she's going to drop him like a potato, and I'm going to watch, and I was like, yes, I love it. The
Yes.
penny. Bring
Now,
it.
do you think that will come back to Olivia, and do you think she'll accept
Yeah.
his rose?
Not if she's with
I mean, she'll
Avon,
have
'cause
to,
I
but
certainly would not.
Maybe just to stay on the island. Maybe she will, just because nobody else is going to offer her one, and she doesn't want to get put off.
it's
So
true.
she might accept it because of that. But I don't know if it's going to be
That's
the
how
same.
they ended the episode, with Avon's arrival, and I can't wait to see Kylie cuddled up with Will or something, and then Avon comes and she's probably like, and Will just being like, I can't wait. I can't wait for him to get a little bit more embarrassment, because he did not play that situation right for him coming out on top, in my opinion.
Not at
So
all.
that is it for episode 1 of Bachelor in Paradise season 9. Was there anything else about this episode that we didn't talk about that you would like to?
Do you think that Avon is going to automatically just connect with Kylie?
No.
Well, who else is there that he might connect with? Oh my god, what if he connects with
Olivia.
Olivia? I mean, Fire and I don't know if that would work. Leo
Fire and
and
water.
Scarborough.
It's not going to work a lot of time, but I think they could. She has a good personality. I think they could definitely spark off the bat, whether it's a stay. Listen, you took my connection, I'm gonna take yours.
Yeah, because
I'm here for the
what
entire
happens
petty.
in
That's the pettiness.
the
That's the
preview,
pettiness
right?
I like.
She's like, oh,
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah.
have him, have Will. I'll go.
You're
give
with
Val-
Will. Look, didn't y'all had the greatest connection according to Will?
Right.
Like, bye.
I'm eating this up, to be honest. It's a little bit phoned in for sure, but like,
Yeah.
I love Will getting his comeuppance. I love Olivia being right and knowing that she's right in this whole thing. And I love that Avon's just gonna be like an unknowing bystander, like between this drama that he has no idea is really happening. So that will be fun.
Yes.
That will.
Any other chats, lettuce?
No, I'm trying to think. I think that was pretty much it. I'm excited to see what, like, I don't. I'm very skeptical if we're gonna find love on this season. So I'm not really here for that. I'll take that with Golden Bachelor. Yeah, no.
Yes.
But I'm excited to see the drama and the pettiness and the just. They can keep the poo baby also.
Right.
Kat and Brayden did have like a little bug outro where just like bug, like, what's the name of that bug that she was hearing? I don't.
Cicada.
Cicada.
Uh-huh.
CICADA.
But she was calling it. What was she calling it though?
She was calling it something weird.
Something.
She was calling it like a xylophone, like, or something like silly.
Scattles. I don't know.
I don't know.
Weird. Yeah.
Dabby says, I don't want Olivia dating Avon though. She really isn't interested. She just wants revenge. I'll take some revenge here.
Just a little petty.
Paradise. I'll take
Give me
it.
some petty.
Yeah, literally, I will take it. She can get his rose. Yeah,
Yeah.
And she can get his rose, and then the person that's supposed to walk down the beach for her will come. I'm fine with it.
And it could be Will.
Personally, I don't think that Avon. I mean, I don't know. I don't. I'll have to see them in person. I'm not sure about Avon and Kylie. I'm not sure that that's an automatic.
To me, and from what I've seen about Kylie, she seems fake to me. I just don't. Yeah. I don't feel her actual vibe. Like Olivia has a personality. Like she had. Like I can see what she'd be like in a relationship. To me, and I know that Kylie is a cheerleader or whatever, but she just seems like a wag. You know what I mean? Like, but I don't see her having a personality, or bringing something to the table other than that she's extremely beautiful. You know, like what else does she have?
I don't know. I'm not seeing it in this episode. Like the entire episode about her was Avon,
fire emojis.
Yeah,
with thirst traps.
Yeah, it girl, meaning I need to make sure I secure a rose till Avon comes down. There was nothing in here. I was like, oh my God, Kylie's so sweet. Like even her conversation with Will about family, I felt was surface. It didn't bring nothing.
Yeah,
Right.
she doesn't have any depth for me at this
No.
point. Like, I don't know what her personality's like. I don't know if I wouldn't want to really hang out with her because I'm like, well, are you funny? Are you cool? Like, do you have interests? Like, I don't know.
I
She's
mean,
so
I mean,
pretty.
even with her Braden conversation, like she wants to remake his. She's like, I make him take the earrings out. I make him do this. I make him do that. I'm like,
See, it's not about image. See, I just think that she thinks that Avon's very good looking and they would look very good together.
exactly.
Aesthetically, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't see the chemistry. Well, maybe they will have it though because their signs are compatible, but I don't know. Well, that is it for our coverage here of episode 1. Thank you, Ms. TJoy and Mika, for being here for
Welcome.
this. If you haven't done so already, please check out our coverage. We did just before this talk about the first episode of The Golden Bachelor over on Entertainment in Color. It's Mika's channel, so check that out, please. We will be going live. I'm not sure the exact time yet. We haven't figured out a schedule, but we will be doing weekly recaps for The Golden Bachelor on Entertainment Color and
Yeah.
Bachelor in Paradise over here on Realnesss. I will be going live in about 6 minutes to talk about the amazing race. So please come back on and watch our coverage with that with Jonathan. Ladies, what do you have going on? You want to share with the peoples?
I'm covering Big Brother on my channel. Need to catch up on a few episodes with Janelle Michelle, and we are also going to cover Traders Canada, which starts tomorrow. I'm very excited for that. We do have a Big Brother person who will be on there, Kuzi, and a Survivor person who's going to be there, Erica. So I think also a Drag Race, but there's going to be a bunch of
I
like
met
really cool
Fierce on
content.
Wednesday,
Oh,
actually.
did you? Oh, awesome. And Tuesday, I will be at the Bryson Wen Survivor kickoff party in New York City. I'm excited. I'll be meeting Chantel for the first time
I'll
in
be there
person.
too. Yay.
Yeah, so excited for that. So, yes, join me on my channel, on my socials, Entertainment in Color everywhere, to get all the updates, tea, whatever.
Miss TJoy?
Oh, I'm just watching all of these shows, watching you ladies cover it on your channels. But I do sometimes, I guess you still say tweet, even though it's X.
I don't
I
know what
do
X
tweet
is. I
about
call it
stuff.
X.
So you can follow me on there and Instagram and YouTube at Miss T Joy. And I'm just excited about both of these shows. So
Yay! Well, thank you, ladies. Thank you, everybody here in the chat for joining us live. We appreciate your comments and your support of all of our channels. Make sure you subscribe to this one and both Entertainment in Color and Miss T-Joy's social media channels. And like this video and let us know whose side are you on? Are you Team Olivia or are you Team Kylie? Who should get Avon? What kind of mess do you on? Let us know your thoughts about this first episode and who will win the battle of the light-skinned black dudes. I'll talk to everybody soon. See you later.